Welcome back to the Grow Your Nutrition Business podcast. At Healthy Steps Nutrition, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated, which is why we focus on a simple, habit-based approach. We know that helping our clients achieve long-term success isn't just about telling them what to eat. That's why we use a holistic approach at Healthy Steps Nutrition. We look at sleep, stress management, mindset, support system, lifestyle, exercise, and of course, nutrition, and create a customized plan to help people take control of their health one step at a time. We help gym owners and coaches learn how to create these plans and give them a system so that they can build successful habit-based coaching programs in-house. I'm your host, Nicole Coyne, registered dietitian and founder of Healthy Steps Nutrition, CrossFit HSN, and HSN Mentoring. I'm also the author of The Basics of Nutrition Coaching, CrossFit Preferred Nutrition Course. In this podcast, I'm going to teach you how to take one step at a time to finally feel confident when talking about nutrition to your members and your communities. Today's guests are two of the kindest and most passionate people I've ever met, Jocelyn and Barry. They both left their corporate jobs and opened up CrossFit Generation in 2007. Over the past 14 years, they've been able to help thousands of people in their community in Pennsylvania. They mastered the fitness side of their business years ago, but nutrition kept coming up and they weren't able to build a comprehensive nutrition program on their own. In 2019, I specifically remember having a free call with them, and they wanted to see if Healthy Steps Nutrition was the right fit for them, and it was. They've been able to build a streamlined nutrition program, and now they have a nutrition staff of 6 coaches. 50% of their regular CrossFit coaching staff coaches nutrition as well. To say it's the foundation of their business is an understatement. These guys are absolutely amazing. In today's episode, we talk about what they did before Healthy Steps Nutrition in regards to nutrition, which I think every gym owner can relate to, and what they're doing now. We talk about how the adding nutrition in a comprehensive program has impacted their community and their business. Then we talk about them building this amazing team and what the future looks like for the nutrition program at CrossFit Generation. We will get to this episode right after this message. In September, we started a tour of HSN gyms. It kind of happened organically. I was asked to speak at the Florida CrossFit affiliate gathering, and we had a gym that wasn't able to go there, and I wanted to capture her story. So we brought our media team to capture her story and one of her awesome nutrition clients who was on the Nutrition Made Simple podcast. And after that, it went so well that I was like, man, let's do this again. This is really fun. And Barry and Jocelyn's gym, CrossFit Generation, was stop number 2. It was so awesome to meet them. And to say this whole experience of touring and meeting people in person has been incredible is an understatement. Healthy Steps Nutrition was built as a virtual platform. I haven't met most of the gym owners that run our program unless I've met them at a conference that I was speaking at or at the CrossFit Games. And now we've been super intentional to go out into our communities and meet gym owners, hear their stories, and just connect with them in person. Since September, we have gone to Graham Strength and Conditioning, CrossFit Generation, CrossFit Rockland, where they actually hosted a little meetup for HSN gym owners and coaches. Then we ended this tour in Tennessee, my favorite place, Nashville, at Whole Strength, CrossFit, and Nutrition and White Belt Athletics. It has been absolutely amazing to capture these stories, not only for us to be able to share them, but also for the gym owners. Having a professional media team is expensive, to say the least. It costs us over $10,000 every single time we take the media team and do one of these events. And I know most gym owners don't have the financial resources to do that. So if we're able to capture their stories and they're able to share them and be able to get the word out of how they help people with nutrition, fitness, and accountability, I am all for it and cannot wait to do more. We are so excited to announce that we are going to be touring even more gyms in 2022. The plan is for us to head over to Texas, Chicago, back to Tennessee, and then we're going to, of course, land in Florida at some point, maybe when it's not too hot. We'll bring the media team and capture their stories. But the cool thing is we are going to host a meetup for gym owners and nutrition coaches in the Healthy Steps Nutrition Mentoring family. We were meant to do life together. And one of my biggest goals in 2022 as a company is to be super intentional with giving our staff and gym owners and coaches in the HSN mentoring family time to build connections. So get ready. 2022 is going to be awesome. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of this episode for a very special announcement. All right, let's get to this story with Jocelyn and Barry from CrossFit Generation. Enjoy. Barry and Jocelyn, welcome to the Grow Your Nutrition Business podcast. I'm so excited to finally have you guys on as guests today.
Thank you. We're super excited to be here. Yeah.
Yep.
You guys are awesome. So we just went up to your facility and Barry, you were coaching. We got to meet you guys in person. We captured your story. We got to meet Burn in person. It all worked out perfectly. I think I called you 4 days before and I was like, hey, this is my idea. Will it work? And you're like, all the stars have aligned, Nicole. It will work.
Yeah.
And Burn works out at 7 a.m. and I coach that class. And we have this hour-long break that we can do these testimonial videos and story videos. It worked out perfect. But what was so cool for me is to be able to see you guys in action and see how you truly have made nutrition just such the foundation of your business. And you guys have been around for a long time as a CrossFit affiliate. Talk to me a little bit about what your vision was when you opened CrossFit Generation back in 2007.
Go ahead, Joss.
Well, back in 2007, when we opened, we really wanted to be the place in our town and the surrounding towns to really be the place where people would come and work out, have a good time. CrossFit was still a little bit underground at that point. So not many people knew so much about CrossFit, but we were really excited to share the CrossFit experience with everyone around us. And so we pulled a little bit from the high school and from some places where we had worked in the past and set off on this CrossFit adventure through fitness at first only. And then it just kind of grew from there.
Yeah. When you look at CrossFit gyms now, what they look like and what ours looked like back in 2007 through 2000. I mean, we had a handmade sign made of wood, just like I bought these stencils that said CrossFit Generation. I bolted it to the top of the big bay garage door. And it was just so bare bones, but that's what CrossFit was. And that's what was so cool and new about it. Because people were getting away from, the big Globo gyms. They wanted a little bit more, raw, more hands-on, just a little bit more gritty way of fitness because it was new and exciting. And that's what really attracted me to it. When I told Jocelyn about it, I'm like, we got to really research this CrossFit thing a lot more. And obviously it was the best life decision we ever made.
You guys dove in. You both were working in the corporate realm. You dove in full force. Both of you guys are full-time at the gym. And you have a team of incredible, when I say incredible coaches that are just so passionate about helping your community. And you guys just all work so well together. I want to talk about the nutrition piece. So back in 2007, what were you guys doing in regards to nutrition?
We started by just doing some basic nutrition challenges. We do a 30-day challenge. Hey, let's all, you want to do this with me? Let's do it. Let's get, a couple of us together. We're going to do, knock out all sugar for the next 30 days, or we're going to do a whole 30 or a paleo or a primal. And it was very unofficial, very just kind of let's clean up our eating a little bit and, throw $20 into a hat. And if you do what you say you're going to do, you get your $20 back, and it was fun. And we knew that nutrition had to be a part of what we were doing. Once we had established our fitness presence, we knew that nutrition was the next step, but that's what we were doing. And that's what we knew to do at that time. This is probably back, 2012, 2013, back in those times. But we always knew it could be better. And then we found HSN.
And I think, we really mimicked Mark Sisson and the Primal Blueprint. That really, I got his book. And when I read that, I said, we need to try to create something around the pillars, right? So when we did our challenges, it really mimicked what he was writing about. But like Jocelyn said, it needed to be better. we had t-shirts called like the Get Primal Challenge. So we we just use those catchphrases, if you will, that were just big back then. But like Jocelyn said, we knew we wanted it to be bigger and better. And then once I was introduced to HSN and we had to interview with you, it was, this is it. This is what we want.
It was the missing piece.
Yeah, it was a missing piece. Exactly. That's it. It was a missing piece.
I hear the same thing over and over from gym owners, whether it's like a 3-year gym owner or you guys, 14-year affiliate owners. Challenges are super popular. I think challenges are a great way to kickstart a program. You guys actually just wrapped up a huge challenge at your gym. But the cool thing is there's ongoing support for those people. Like the nutrition program and nutrition support doesn't end at the end of the challenge. Now, what happened back then when you guys would run challenges?
It would just end. I mean, honestly, it would be like, all right, well, we got a prize for the winner, right? And then everybody else, we made $20 off of them, and that was it. It was like, okay, great. And we put it back into the gym. And then, it was never a follow-up. It was never a, hey, do you want to keep doing nutrition? Because we didn't have the ability to do that, right? We didn't have the credentials to do it.
So you guys realize, Jocelyn, you had said when I came up to visit a couple of times, you said the conversation with the nutrition kept coming up. And you're like, our members are asking about it. We need something more than a challenge. What did you picture when you're like, I need something more for a challenge? What did you envision? What did you want?
We wanted structure. We wanted material. We wanted structure. We wanted a way to present a tried and true program that was focused and centered on habit building and not a diet and not a specific thing like let's eliminate this or let's eliminate that or let's do this or do that. But we needed the whole well-rounded picture, and we needed to deliver a program that had all of that in it, that the core was good and the message was solid and something that we believed in. And so when we interviewed we were told about HSN, we interviewed with you, and immediately we knew that our fundamental beliefs in all of this aligned up beautifully with yours. And you had the material and the meal plans are part of it. I think we have done a really good job of making sure that people understand it is way more than a meal plan. But you guys had the meal plans as the RDs that we could not do legally. It was out of our scope of work. And people ask for that type of stuff. They like to, but I want to follow a meal plan. Like, tell me what to eat, And so through HSN, in partnering with HSN, we were able to deliver such a well-rounded, focused approach to nutrition and the structure piece of it, really, it goes back to that enabled us to present a really, really professional, nutrition program. And the meal plan was part of it, but we were able to deliver it in a way to teach people it's so much more than just a meal plan. And there's a lot of pieces to it that really just come down to some healthy habits and figuring out what you're doing and why.
And I like the phrase, it was an ongoing system. It doesn't end, right? It's constant. You're constantly setting up meetings. You're constantly checking in. People get an app. All these resources that you guys have make it that much more professional, where it's not just looking up stuff on the internet to give to people. Everything we have is HSN. Everything we give people is HSN. It's our program that we utilize for our clients. It's our system. And I love having that in place, because I don't like the word random, and I don't like the word, oh yeah, try this. No, this is what works. We have it in place, and we'll give you results. It's as simple as that.
And what's cool in the initial consultations, when we meet with people in the free intros and we tell them what this program is about and what we can deliver to them, it's honestly a breath of fresh air for our members, because they sit there and they absorb all this information. They're like, oh my gosh, it's not It's not a diet. I'm not going to be restrictive. I'm going to focus on the why and what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and a habit-based approach. And it truly, like, the looks on their faces is relief when we go through what this program is and what it isn't. And it's just, it builds this excitement for what the next few months, 3 months, 6 months, year, whatever, what it's going to bring for them. And it's a look of relief.
Just to go off of what she's saying, it also gives us, on the business owner perspective and coach, confidence, right? Where we're just sitting across and just saying, like, we know what we're doing with this program. We know we can help you. And it gives us that boost of, self-esteem and confidence as a coach through this program to be able to offer what we can offer. And we sit there. I had a free intro yesterday, and the amount of confidence, knowing what I know to say, what we can do, it's an amazing feeling to sit across from somebody with that confidence.
I think that's such a huge part, because so many people understand nutrition is really important and their clients need nutrition to be successful in the gym, but they're not confident with being able to help them. They're unsure. It's informal conversations, and people don't have that structure to be able to have the accountability. And then clients aren't successful, and all of a sudden your program doesn't work. Right. But in reality, it's like, hey, you're kind of setting yourself up for success as a gym owner or a coach if you don't have the systems in place, because you're not going to be able to scale and provide an awesome experience for your clients. And in your case, you have multiple nutrition coaches now, where you are confident that no matter who this person goes to, they're going to have an awesome and consistent experience.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's huge. And every coach is different. So we really try to line up clients with who we think they're going to work well with. And if I do a free intro with somebody and I get a vibe like maybe they're better for maybe a female, right? I'll offer them that option. I think it's the building of our team and doubling it like we did. It was huge. It was such a big step for us. And I also like to say too, when you research stuff on people's websites, like, we take pride in putting out a really professional website. So when they look up nutrition, it's like, all right, well, what are they following? It's like, oh, well, eat paleo or do the whole 100 words of fitness, eat nuts and seeds, blah, blah, blah. It's not that. This is, we follow HSN. We are part of the HSN program. It just shows professionalism right up front. It's right in their face. They go to our website. Oh, nutrition, click on it. What is it? HSN. It's the video you guys did for us. It's right there. It's right in front of you.
So you guys added nutrition, and I had the opportunity to actually have one of your clients burn on our podcast. And it's just like, I wish she lived by us. I want her as a member of our gym. Like, she's just such a breath of fresh air, and just truly believes in everything that you guys have done and all of it. It's really cool, because her daughter is actually one of the coaches and a nutrition coach at your gym, and now a kids nutrition coach at your gym. But, I think, what was something that when you added the nutrition program, you added the ongoing habit-based approach? What is like a byproduct of that now? Like, what have you seen now that you've added it with your membership?
I know for a fact it's a connectivity piece. I mean, we have taken the relationships we talked about. This is all about relationships and trust. And we have taken that and connected with our nutrition clients on such a deeper level with the meetings that we have and the messaging through the app and the material that we give them. The connection has just become so profound in a way that, through nutrition, in a way that is just retention, number one, and just people buying into us even more than they already have over the past 14 years. And also from a business side, we are showing our membership that we are here. We're here to stay. We survived the pandemic. We've, not only that, but now we've tripled our nutrition team. We've gotten a bunch of new equipment for the gym. We wanted to prove to our members, like, you have been with us for over a decade, and there's reasons for that. And here's why. We are committed to providing the best in fitness, the best in nutrition, and just that the connection on the people level. We keep going back to that word connection, but it's true. I mean, we can relate so much more to our members and our athletes through nutrition, and building another bond with them that just shows that we are committed to them, they're committed to us, and the relationship is just really special.
It's an investment, right, on both sides, right? Like Jocelyn said, we took, everything that happened with the pandemic and we invested more in making our business better. And when you do that, people will start investing in you. And what's the Canva that you guys have that says, oh, if you invest in your health now, you won't have to invest in what was it? What is it? What's the quote?
I don't know the quote, but I know what you're talking about. It's like invest now or spend later, basically, like
or something like that, or spend money on your illness later, or something like that. And that's huge. And I posted that on Instagram a while back, and it really rings, like things like that. I'll just let that sit there and let it resonate with you, and just realize we're investing in you and you can invest in us, and it will create a relationship and that connection. And like Jocelyn said, when you're sitting across from somebody, and I said this in the commercial you guys did, and you just really sit down, close the door, strip down one-on-one with someone, they're going to open up to you and they're going to create a trust. And when you create that, they're not, unless something happens where they move away for a job or whatever, they're going to stay with you because they trust you, and they want to tell you things, and they want you to help them. And I love it. It's not just nutrition. It's life. It's lifestyle.
Absolutely. I think that's such a huge component that we probably, and even myself, when I opened up Healthy Steps Nutrition, I didn't realize how much of coaching was actually not going to be about nutrition at all. It was going to be about how you manage stress and your support system and your lifestyle and all of these other factors to help someone become the healthiest version of themselves. Right. I have a question for you guys, and Barry, I'll let you take this one first. So you guys opened up the gym in 2007. You guys have been running HSN for a few years, but one of the big struggles that we see, or gym owners that are in a similar situation that have been around for a long time, it's like, hey, I got you excited about fitness, and we've been a fitness brand for 10 years. And now we need to make nutrition the foundation. Talk to me about some of the things that you guys have done to, number one, get your staff on board, because I think that's such a huge part. Like, you need your staff to be on board to be successful and to get those existing members bought in.
I think it comes down to the pyramid, right? The CrossFit pyramid, where, the foundation is nutrition. So you can always just come back to that and say, this pyramid has been around since CrossFit started and it hasn't changed, right? So let's look at what your whole body, 90% of it is what you put into your system and how you put it into your system day to day. So because it's been around for so long, we're going to reinstitute that pyramid back into play and make it even more important than we already know that it is, right? So it was a really easy thing to bring up again to people as far as the CrossFit pyramid goes.
And we had always talked. Yeah, we had always talked about nutrition. Like we said, we'd done, the challenges, and I have a background also in like some life coaching work. And so through life coaching, you focus nutrition. So we've always kind of had a little bit of nutrition conversations with people throughout the years. But then when we, bought into HSN and started that in a couple of years ago, we were so excited. Barry and I mean, Barry, if anyone knows Barry, when he gets excited about something, he gets excited about something, and it's contagious, and we went to our coaches and we were like, you guys, you're not going to believe the program that we're running now. And we've just done this training, and we were hyped up about it, and our coaches were like, cool, let's talk about it. What is it? We love, and a couple of them were already precision nutrition coaches. And, BJ, we talked about her a little bit. She runs our kids and teens program. She's like, well, how can I bring this in here? And, they bought in immediately. And then through the buzz of Barry talking about it with everyone and his excitement and our excitement, I mean, it just was like, everyone was kind of like, well, we want in, what can we do? How can we do it? And so because we were established with fitness, we'd always been talking about nutrition when we went to our membership and our athletes and said, you guys, this is what we've been, always been looking for. Here it is. Let's do this. I mean, people jumped on board.
And I think you said something, Nicole, about how you guys coming here, the stars aligned. Well, I'm going to bring up stars aligning with everything that's happened with our coaching staff. So, I was on the mastermind call with your team, I think maybe early spring. And one of the things was having monthly check-ins with your coaches, right? Checking with your coaches, something we've never done. And I had check-ins with the current 3 new nutrition coaches. And all 3 of them, I really like to get more into nutrition. I was like, interesting. So all three of them, interesting. Like they said that. And I said, man, and I brought it to Jocelyn. I'm like, here's what we're going to do. I said, I want to invest in these three. I said, I want to get an in-body. I said, I'm a risk taker. Like I really am. I love putting all of my eggs into one basket. Like she said, I'm 100 miles an hour all the time. So she knows my excitement. We sat down. It was probably like 11 o'clock at night, like all of our business meetings are. And I said, this is what I want to do. And she was like, okay. So, and here we are. And it really worked in our favor. So everything just aligned this year with, coming out of the pandemic and some personal things that we were going through. It really helped kind of focus us even more and get things rolling and bigger and better. And we're thriving now. And I'm really, really excited. As she said, I'm excited all the time.
I think you guys brought up a really good point. And, one of the things that we require during training is owners to go through the training, because at the end of the day, you guys are the leaders of your tribe. And Barry and Jocelyn, your excitement trickles down to everyone. Like you guys walk in a room and you could just feel like everything's going to be awesome at this gym. And
it's because of the music. It's because of the music in the gym.
I don't know. You've got the microphone going on. Like you are hyped up coaching classes. Let's be honest. So it was just so cool to be able to see, that this is such a concern for a lot of gym owners, the ones that have been established, right? Like, how am I going to get my existing members bought in it? And it truly comes down to you guys, right? You were excited about it. Cascade communication, right? Talk to your staff about it, then the members, and then the consistency of all of it. And now there's so much consistency between every single coach because they're all nutrition coaches at this point. Everyone is just talking about, you guys are the house of wellness. Like you are the place that people can come, and no matter where they are starting from, they can become a healthier version of themselves. And that's such an amazing thing that you're doing for your community.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Talk to me about the future plans. So you guys have been running the adult program for a while, and you have you have a pretty thriving kids program at your gym. And you're like, you know what? We need to take this on and do some kids nutrition, family nutrition. Talk to me about the future of what this looks like at Generation Nutrition.
We started our kids and teens program in 2010. And it has been running it ever since, consistently. Even through the pandemic, we were doing Zoom stuff with them. And when we got, again, we started with fitness, established that with the adults. Then we established fitness with our kids and teens population. Then we brought in nutrition for adults. And so then, of course, the next obvious thing was we have to deliver nutrition to our families. We're a family gym. We, our population are families. And so it was the right next obvious step. BJ was already a nutrition coach through HSN with us. And, of course she was like, all right, it's time, let's do it. So, we brought her on board for the kids nutrition. She went through all of the training, and now we're actually currently launching it. So the future looks bright as far as our family nutrition stuff and offering that to our kids and teens program. BJ's the right person for the job, and we're going to follow her lead and have her help us, expand the program into our kids and teens program, because it's the right obvious next step. And we're so excited to be able to open the doors to those families that are interested. And we've had people asking, when we started the adult program, we had parents come to us and say, what, can you work with my child? Can you work with my student athlete? Can you work with, and we said, we're working on it, we're working on it. That's next. And so here we are, and the future is looking really good as far as that's concerned too. And we're just so excited to be able to offer this to everyone.
And I did some market research on this, and we're going to be the only gym in the area that's able to offer both, right? There's plenty of kids programs at the YMCAs and, the different community centers, but there's not the nutrition component, right? So to be able to just have that hybrid program of we offer both fitness and nutrition for pretty much any age group is going to be a huge seller. So we're really excited, like Jocelyn said, to get this thing off and running and to promote it as just that. We're the only gym in the area that can provide this for your family. And we're going to run with that.
I think that's so amazing because, I think the pandemic taught us all a lot, right? Like we all, and going back to that, just really touching on it, you guys converted people to virtual coaching. You were able to keep them accountable and support your members virtually. And it was a pretty smooth transition. You had the app to manage your clients. Talk to me about that piece of the puzzle during the pandemic, and then we'll circle back around to the future.
I mean, it was just taking what our current clients and knowing we won't be able to do things like measurements and whatnot. But what is the word we keep talking about? Connections. Just literally sitting here doing what we're doing with you right now, being able to talk to people and know that they're going to be okay and we're going to take care of them. And when we get out of this, we're still going to be here is huge. So that gives them the confidence that someone is still there with them, even though they're locked in their house, you know what I mean? Working from home. But again, it's just a connection. It's a relationship. And we did that with people that weren't even nutrition clients, Nicole. We did it with members that said, hey, if you ever want to hop on just to talk, let's just chat. What's going on? Nick, what are you doing for work? How's your family? It's just not about nutrition, right? It's the holistic approach. We keep talking about that, but it is other things besides just nutrition and keeping in touch with our members through, we did daily emails. I mean, if I look back at this trail of emails we sent people, we had a different topic every day. Like Mondays was fitness related. Tuesday was, nutrition. Wednesdays was maybe something fun, whatever. It was just like a trickle down effect of just email after email. And we came out of it more connected with people because we did that type of thing.
I think it made you guys stand apart from other gyms in the area. I know for us, we actually gained members from other gyms in our area because they didn't do anything virtually. Yep. And absolutely. We just converted every single person to have an assigned coach. They had to check in once a week, and it was super seamless for us. And we didn't lose anyone. We gained people during that time. And I think what it taught a lot of gyms is like, hey, we can't rely just on group fitness classes to be a sustainable business. And we need to be able to support our clients beyond a group class. And you guys have now taken that model for adults and now are translating into kids and families. And I know the next thing is there's that gymnastics facility that's very close to you guys that you're planning on tackling. I hope the owners are listening to this podcast. I'm excited to help you guys get into there. But there's so many opportunities now that you have a solid nutrition program, the systems to be able to scale. And most importantly, the staff that's all bought into the vision to help you help more people in your community.
Yeah, we knew that was the only way that we were going to grow the nutrition business outside of me, Barry, and Brian, who were the original three to get nutrition certified with you guys and be doing the HSN thing. We had to expand our coaches. We knew that there was potential for this and the growth was there. And so once Barry had those meetings with them and they all said, we're interested in nutrition, it was just like the light bulb moment, like, well, then let's do this. I mean, it only made sense. But I also wanted to give a shout out to all of your mentor staff. During the shutdown, we never missed a monthly meeting with our HSN mentors. And, specifically, we met with Melinda a lot. We're now with Kayla, but of course, Lindsay too, throughout the whole thing. And your mentor staff was the biggest reason why we did half of what we did when we were shut down. And they really took us by the hand and said, all right, let's do this, let's do that. And they gave us so many good ideas. And honestly, sometimes we needed that accountability and direction. And I don't know what to do. We're shut down, and what our meetings with your mentors were, life-saving for us as a business too, to get the ideas that we had. So a huge, we owe a lot to HSN mentoring for, helping us through the toughest time in our 14 years of running a gym. So they had such great ideas and kept our spirits up and the whole thing. So big shout out to all of them.
It was a monthly reset.
Yeah,
it really was. That's to help because I probably saved a lot of broken furniture, in my house, probably helped, because I'm sitting there like a caged animal, right? But no, like Jocelyn said, your staff is awesome. It really is. And it's a joy to be able to work with all of them.
Well, thank you guys. I know that our staff absolutely loves and wants to fight over who gets the next call with you guys, because you guys are just like the dream team that does all the things and just your, positive attitude. And I'm so glad that we were there to help you guys during that season. Cause I know that as a gym owner during that season, there was so much uncertainty and you guys are carrying a lot of weight from all the members that were really stressed, and to be able to have someone to talk to just know like, hey, they're talking to a lot of other gym owners that are going through all this stuff at the same time. And these are some things that are working, and take some ideas and run with them, or don't take any of them. Like, here's what's working right now. And it was helpful for sure.
Yes.
Any final thoughts as we wrap up today, like future of your program? And then I have one final question for you.
I just want to keep talking because this is really fun.
I think, well, and you just mentioned the fun word, like it has to be fun. And we have fun when we have our mentor calls with our HSN mentors. We have fun as coaches when we're meeting with our clients. And, there's been some heavy stuff going on lately. And so to connect with people, to make it fun, to get your coaching staff on board and just have one unified message sent throughout your gym that like, everything's going to be okay. We can do hard things. We can get through this. We're going to get up tomorrow and we're going to do it again. And, all of those messages that sometimes seem cheesy are true. And if you're not having fun at the end of all of this, if you can't have fun with what you're doing, then, it just makes it so much harder to do all the hard things. So we somehow find a way to do that. And our coaching staff is amazing and they help us too. So, that's kind of where we're at this point.
And as a business owner, I can't give any more advice other than invest in your staff. Like I can't, like it's that important, because if you invest in them, they invest in you. It's the same thing that we did with our members, right? Because I really noticed a shift in the mindset of the three of them, the three new ones, when we invested in them. It was more like Jocelyn, we are a team of 6, right? And we always are helping each other out, whether, someone needs a sub, if something came up, family emergency, well, I can cover this, or I'll do this for you. It has really, I love the word that Jocelyn said, it really unified us even more. And we're a really strong 6. And I love that. Ooh, we're going to use that. Strong 6.
You guys are a strong 6.
And our entire coaching staff, our entire, CrossFit Generation, we have 11 people. We have 11 coaches. 6 of them are nutrition coaches, but when we talk about our team, we're a strong 11. It doesn't have the same ring to it, but it's true.
The Ocean's Ocean's.
Yeah, we are. And even our coaches that, we have some coaches that coach 1 class a week and they are as committed as anything else. And just to have all 11 of us, unified and doing what we love. And it's a really incredible situation to be in. And we're lucky as gym owners to have the team that we do, because we would be nothing without them.
And the other coaches that aren't nutrition coaches, they've been around since our inception. So our longest standing coaches that coach 1 class a week, who have other jobs and families, they are invested in us. Even if it's once a week, they would, they jump in front of a train for us too, right? Because they've been with us for so long and they know what CFG is, and it's a part of their lives, even if they're not a nutrition coach, even if they're not doing the social media thing with us or aren't part of, those types of meetings that we have with the nutrition staff, they're still on board and they're still there to help us out whenever we need it. And it just allows us to have a lot more freedom as business owners, and even with family things that Jocelyn and I can do. We've reached that point in our careers where we have that unified team that it's a business. We're a fitness business and we offer so much for so many people.
I love that. You guys do have such a strong team. And the cool thing is every one of those 11 people understands that you are a nutrition and fitness business. You're not a gym that has a side nutrition program that maybe someone might join one day. It's like, that's the foundation of what you guys do. And you've made it so clear with your staff, and it trickles down to your membership. One last question for you. What would you say to someone considering HSN, that maybe where you guys were 5 years ago, like doing challenges, informal conversations? What would you say?
Stop considering and just do it. I mean, there's really nothing more than that. I mean, it's do your research, do your due diligence, research other things, other programs, whatever you need to do. We had an interview with you, Nicole, before we decided to do it, but it's just worth it. It's just, we've done all that research, and we could save someone a lot of time, and just for what you get out of the program, both personally, professionally, materials, support, all of it, it is just so worth it. And it will take your business to the next level.
If you want to build stronger relationships with your members, HSN's it.
I think we'll end there. You guys are so amazing. You guys are doing such incredible things in your community. I came back from visiting your gym and I told my husband, I'm like, we're going back up there soon. Like, you are coming with me. It is such an awesome gym. We'll wait till it gets warmer because we don't do the cold. We're down here in South Florida.
And our turf, our red turf needs to be down. You didn't get to see what it's like with the turf on, man. You got the concrete.
That's right. That's right. You're welcome
guys.
back anytime.
Thank you guys so much for trusting us to help you. And you guys, the future is so bright for CrossFit Generation and all the amazing things that you guys are going to do in your community in years to come. So thank you for trusting us to help you.
Thank you, Nicole.
And it's bright for HSN as well.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed that episode with Barry and Jocelyn. It's so obvious that they're just passionate about helping people and giving their staff the opportunity to make a living with their gym and through nutrition, fitness, and accountability. When we started Healthy Steps Nutrition Mentoring, I was solving a problem. I knew gym owners knew that they needed to have nutrition if they wanted their clients to be successful, and they didn't know how to do it, which that was the problem we were solving. But so many other things started happening. When gyms started building nutrition programs, their clients started seeing better results, which we knew. But then we realized that it started increasing retention. The push press reports show us that the length of engagement for nutrition and fitness clients is double the length of engagement for a nutrition fitness only client. And it also brings in about double the amount of revenue. So if you think about that from a business standpoint, those clients stay longer, they're worth double to your business. But the other part of the story that we didn't necessarily think about was when people stay longer and they see better results, they're obviously going to be talking about your business more. You're going to get more referrals. And when you listen to a lot of the podcasts on this podcast, Grow Your Nutrition Business, where we're interviewing gym owners and coaches who use the program, they say that the clients who are seeing amazing results are referring more people that are around them, not in the gym, to the gym for nutrition and fitness, or just nutrition only. Barry and Jocelyn said when I went to go visit them in person earlier this year that one of the biggest things that adding a nutrition program did was it deepened their connections with their clients. You know, I think we all open gyms to help people. We all want them to be the best versions of themselves. And we know that 1 hour in the gym a day is not going to counteract 23 other hours. And we know that group fitness classes, you don't really have that time to build those one-on-one connections. But when you do individual habit-based coaching, you do have the time to build those connections. Barry and Jocelyn kept saying it over and over again when we were capturing their story. It's all about connections. We've been able to deepen the connections. We've been able to support our members. We've been able to help them more because we've offered habit-based coaching. So if you're listening to this podcast and you're thinking, man, this is going to be a lot of work to build it. Yeah, it does take a little bit of time, and we can help save you time with the Healthy Steps Nutrition Mentoring Program. But I really want you to think about how your business would look by the end of 2022 if you truly invested the time to build a comprehensive habit-based coaching program. Imagine how much better your clients' results are going to be. Imagine the connections that you're going to be able to make with people when you're meeting with them one-on-one. You're able to support them through all aspects of life, especially when you build a habit-based coaching program using a holistic framework like Healthy Steps Nutrition. You help them identify the people that are going to be around them to support them, not just you, but in their life outside of the gym. You talk to them about how they manage stress and what their exercise and activity looks like outside of the gym. You talk to them about their lifestyle, nutrition, hydration, all of these things that are going to help them become the healthiest version of themselves. So I challenge you, for those people who are thinking, yeah, nutrition needs to be a part of this and I want to help my people in-house, you need to. They're looking for it. When I look at the gyms that are running Healthy Steps Nutrition, their nutrition programs are more successful now than ever. They're getting busier and busier. Why? Because they've established themselves as the experts in their communities. Their community trusts them and wants the help to get healthy. They know that it's not just going to be about exercise. It's nutrition, fitness, and most importantly, accountability that helps people see amazing results. All right, I promised the awesome announcement at the end of this message and this podcast, and I have to tell you, we hosted a 1-day challenge intensive training last week. Lindsay McDonald, our chief of staff, and we decided we were going to host a 1-day training. We had a few other staff members, Melinda North and Kayla, who helped us so much to create a lot of stuff on the back end. But Lindsay and I hung out on Zoom with 18 gym owners and coaches to help them build a comprehensive habit-based challenge in-house. And if I can tell you that it was amazing, it was so amazing. The feedback was absolutely incredible. Gym owners were engaged the entire time. And the coolest thing is they walked away from that training with every single thing that they needed to do to launch a habit-based nutrition challenge in-house. There's a few people that had asked us for the recording, and yes, it will be available this week for anyone. But Lindsay and I decided right after we got done with that one that we are going to host another one the first week of January. It will give you enough time to get a challenge up and launched by January 31st, which is what I would recommend, or the first week in February is fine too. So if you are looking to run a nutrition challenge, which I hope you don't fall for the challenge trap and your program ends at the end of a challenge, but if you want to run a habit-based challenge in-house, we have everything built out for you. The templates to market your challenge, how to set it up, how to price, how to package, how to deliver nutrition education in a professional manner, and use habit tracking to do so. We have all of the stuff that you need to do it, and all you need to do is click the link in the show notes to register for the live training, or you can grab the recording of the last one if you want it sooner. At the end of that training, you're going to have a one-on-one mentoring call with me, and there's also a group call to role play those initial meetings and final meetings, because we know that if you incorporate initial meetings and final meetings into your challenge, your conversion rate for ongoing coaching to help support them long after the challenge is so much higher. You have to nail those things, and we want to help you do that. So again, if you want to run a challenge, let us help you build this out so that you don't have to spend time and reinvent the wheel. All right. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. We'll see you back here next week.